to Chateau Advent calendar vlogs, where every day of December we'll be showing you how we prepare for Christmas here at the Chateau.
Yep, we've got loads of tricks and tips for you, and if you don't want to miss a thing, hit subscribe, click the notification button, and you'll not miss anything.
Here's today's video. Oh, can I say you look very fetching today, Michael?
Thank you very much.
In my favourite Christmas apron.
It's all I could find, so that's what I'm wearing.
To what do we owe this honour?
Today, I'm making a Christmas cake.
Yes!
No Christmas is complete without one. And I'm actually using your favourite recipe.
The Delia one?
The Delia one, yeah.
I do this every year.
The main thing is the dried fruit. All you need is to weigh out the individual ingredients, put them in a bowl, and then you can use, we use Armagnac, which is a French brandy, but you can just use any brandy. And is that nice?
Yeah, that's very
Enjoying
nice.
that?
Yes,
Do you want some?
I'll just hold it, shall I?
And you soak the fruit in Armagnac for 12 hours. But Stephanie, this has been in here about 3 weeks.
Well, we got it ready to do earlier and then we didn't get around to it. So they are well soaked fruits. This is going to be the best cake ever. Mm-hmm. Would you like a little glass of this whilst you're cooking?
Yeah, go on.
Cheers.
I've got some candied peel here. I've chopped that up. I couldn't find glacé cherries in your cupboard, but what I could find was some homemade cherry brandy.
Don't tell me that's not better.
And it had cherries in it. So I took the cherries out and chopped them up.
I'd far rather have that in my cake.
And then we've got some finely chopped almonds as well. I'm gonna add those to the dried fruit. Good? Enough booze in there. Here we've got flour and brown sugar.
Yeah.
And a bit of salt. Just gonna put that into the bowl. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg.
Oh, smell.
Also to that, we're gonna add a quarter of a teaspoon of mixed spice. I don't have a teaspoon, so we're just gonna... Why not?
Am I being very helpful?
Yeah, you've been really helpful, yeah.
Couldn't do without me, could you?
No. Some butter, and we softened it in the microwave really easy, and added the black treacle to that. And I'm gonna add 4 large eggs to that.
Eggs, sir?
Thank you very much. Now I'm just gonna add that to the mixture.
Now Delia says to beat this together with an electric hand whisk.
Oh, we don't need that, do we?
If you've got Michael. Until it's fluffy, she says.
Okay. Make it fluffy.
I'm getting out of the way. This is danger zone.
Does that look fluffy enough?
No, fluffier.
Oh. Don't need electric whisks there. Just do that. Look.
Fluffier.
Do it any faster.
More.
That's perfect, actually.
I was just enjoying myself. It was perfect ages ago.
Oh. So it says now to gently fold in the dried fruit. Well, it's not dried anymore. It's got so much booze in it. We're going to add the fruit gradually. We don't want to put it all in one go. You enjoying that? Just standing there watching?
Yeah, very much actually.
Yeah.
I'm not usually the one who makes it in this house. This is a real treat.
Am I doing a good job?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I've never made a Christmas cake before, so haven't got a clue.
I'm not worried.
So we're going to add the zest of a lemon.
I can't describe the smell in this room. It's just divine.
It's a good zest to this one.
Definitely feels like Christmas in here. Right, I'm preparing my father's Christmas cake tin for you. I use this one every year.
So what's special about this cake tin, apart from the fact that it was your father's?
Well, that's it. It's an old one.
But it's
really
got
nice.
a special base
Yeah.
with holes in it, so it's hollow at the bottom, so it doesn't actually burn the base of the cake in the oven.
Yeah, it's a great old cake tin. And I've just double lined it with baking paper. So that's all ready for you.
And what's the special ingredient? You said there was a special ingredient.
It's a very special ingredient.
And that is... Ah!
Little baby Jesus is going into the cake in England. They often put a silver sixpence in the pudding.
Yeah.
And in France, they put these porcelain fèves, they call them,
Yeah.
into the cakes that they do around
Oh,
Christmas
right.
for Epiphany. And so I thought we'd use that, unite the two traditions. And I bought an entire set of French fèves,
Yeah.
which are the whole nativity. So I've got the 3 kings, and the shepherd, Mary and Joseph, Angel Gabriel. So I thought we could put little baby Jesus into the cake because he shouldn't be found until Christmas Eve at the earliest anyway. So when we cut the cake on Christmas Eve, we'll be able to add him to the nativity.
And he'll be born from the cake.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to put this into our cake tin. I'm just going to pop baby Jesus in. Where should we put him? We'll put him at the side so he comes out in a slice. So it's quite simple. Line the tin, just put all of the mixture in and just flatten it down a little bit so it's all level. And that goes in a low oven at 140. I've got a double sheet of baking parchment. Just going to fold that over there. Fold it in half quickly, like that. And I'm just going to cut out a 50p sized piece at the bottom. There you go, nice little shape. I'm going to tie a piece of this butcher's twine around it.
Do you know that Christmas cake started out as porridge?
Porridge?
Yeah. It's medieval and they'd be fasting before Christmas, and then on Christmas Eve they break their fast at the end of the day by having a really rich porridge but with meat, and as a little treat they put a little bit of plum in it and some fruit.
Oh.
And then in the 16th century, when it was easier to get hold of sugar and fruit, they started to add more and more fruit, and eventually the meat was dropped altogether. And then on Christmas Day they would change it by putting a little bit of spice from the east to represent the three wise men, and that made it Christmas cake.
So that's the Christmas cake we have today. It's just evolved over centuries.
Yeah, it's part of such a long tradition. Who knew that Sainsbury's ground mixed spice represented the three wise men?
Well, I didn't know that. So should we put that in the oven?
Yeah. Here we go.
There you go. So we'll just put a timer for 4 hours.
And then we will feed the cake every single day in the lead to Christmas. Usually we've made it before now. I tend to make it in November, but we've been very late this year. Mm-hmm. But we'll just try and get as much brandy into that cake as possible before Christmas Day. I'm aiming for a whole bottle. And then it lasts and lasts and lasts. In fact, a fruitcake has been found in the Arctic that Scott left in his expedition in the early 1900s. It's 100 years old and apparently it's still edible.
Well, this one won't last 100 years. It won't last a week.
No, I won't let it last.
Steph?
Is it time?
I think it's done. Oh my god, it smells so good.
It looks so good.
Oh my god, and it smells so good as well.
I can't wait till Christmas.
It's got a lovely dark brown colour as well. Oh, it looks really good. So your job for now is to feed that with Armagnac.
I promise I will feed that.
And I want a whole bottle in there.